Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine? Out of a DeLorean?
The way I see it, if you're gonna build a time machine into a car, why not do it with some style? Besides...
And that's why he's my favorite fictional scientist. Anyway, good evening, folks. Welcome to the Game Preserve. My name is Jacob Newman, and I'm the warden in these parts. And tonight, I'm actually doing a birthday request by none other than Steffi, the MLG Panda. Her birthday just happened to fall on my weekly stream, and I asked her to pick a game for the stream, and she told me to go with her favorite game of all time, which is Chrono Trigger. This game was released in 1995 for the SNES, though it will later be re-released on the PlayStation and SNES. So a lot of people say that the SNES, the 16-bit era in general, was the golden age of the JRPG. Like, this is when all the big franchises were starting to come into their own. You had Final Fantasy, you had Dragon Quest, the Mana series was starting to pick up, Earthbound was about to come out, Mario RPG, Phantasy Star on the Sega Genesis. It was a big time for the genre at large, and it was also when the genre was starting to pick up here in the West. After being, hesitant to release games on the NES, a lot of developers started releasing games in America here. So, yeah, some good things are going on here. So, anyway, man, I lost my train of thought. Okay, so, Chrono Trigger, and it's the 16-bit era, golden age of JRPGs, and what was interesting about this game is that it, in a lot of ways, represents the peak of the RPG genre at the time, because a lot of the best talents working in the industry at the time came together to work on this game. You had staff from Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest, there was some people from the Mana series in there, and you even had Akira Toriyama in there as well, providing the art direction. So it was no surprise that when Chrono Trigger came out, it was a huge critical success, a big hit in Japan as well, and a reasonable success here in the States as well. And to this day, Chrono Trigger is often regarded as the best RPG of the 16-bit era, which is interesting to think because unlike a lot of games that were coming out at the time, Chrono Trigger never became a big success. Well, not a big success, a big long-running franchise. There was one sequel to the game with Chrono Cross on the PlayStation, but it's not like it would be like with Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest, where you would have so many sequels that they're now in like the double digits. So as for my personal experience with this game, I ended up playing it primarily due to my friendship with Steffi. This was her favorite game at the time, and I was experimenting with RPGs myself. So she insisted I give it a try. She let me have her version of the DS game to play, and I remember enjoying what I played, but I didn't actually finish it. So I was still new with RPGs at the time, so it was a shame. I recognized what I was playing as good, but I just didn't want to keep playing it. There were other things I wanted to play at the time, which I felt bad at the time for, but I told Steffi I would eventually pick it up again. So when she requested that I do this for the stream here, I decided it was time to play Chrono Trigger from start to finish. And while I'm not going to pretend like this is one of my all-time favorite games, it's hard for me to deny how good Chrono Trigger is. It is an outstanding game on all fronts, and I think it's going to make for good content on the stream. Anyway, Steffi, if you're watching this, I hope you enjoy it, and I hope I do your favorite game of all time justice. Though I might piss you off a little bit with how I chose to play this game. I know you told me to stay away from the Steam version. You always told me that this was just a port of the mobile version of the game. But I couldn't find a ROM for this game for whatever reason. The one I got off of Vim's, it didn't have the ROM for whatever reason, despite there being a download for it. So I couldn't use the emulator like I was originally playing. So like the Steam version was on sale. I picked it up, and I think they might have updated this since you last played it, because I did not see any issues with it. Like, from start to finish, I didn't have any problems with it. So yeah, there's nothing wrong with this version of the game, I would say. But then again, I am a little uneducated, so if you do see something in here that is a little odd, Steffi, feel free to type that in the comments. It's also a little strange that for such an acclaimed RPG, that this is the only official version of the game that's available. Like, you think this would be on like Nintendo Switch Online, or maybe on Xbox One or PlayStation. But no, it's just on Steam for whatever reason. But, what are you gonna do? Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. And I really hope the sound still comes in here. Square Enix, I think at the time they were just called Square. That was definitely the market quality for an RPG back in the day. Just want to make sure my sound is where it's supposed to be, and it is. And obviously, the original SNES game didn't have this fully animated cutscene. It was a cartridge format, but when they ported it to the PlayStation and later the DS, they added this intro. And you can tell right away that this artwork was done by the great Akira Toriyama. Like, you just look at it, and the first thing that comes to mind is Dragon Ball. The intro itself was also done by Toei Animation, so quality animation, using a lot of the same sound effects. Really good. Seeing some of the characters that will be appearing in the game. A nice variety of them, too. Hell yeah. DJ. Gongala! Makes me really wish there was an anime series for this. That's fantastic. And this right here is one of the all-time great title screens as well. Just the ticking of the clock that sets a good atmosphere, then that musical tone comes in. Love the title on Chrono Trigger. Beautifully readable. It looks the way you would say it. Just really strong. Alright, let's go ahead and get this started. Alright, so like most RPGs, you can name the characters what you want, but I'm going to leave the names as is for now. About what I would expect from the SNES at the time, though. I have a feeling this looked better on a smaller screen, or a CRT. You have the option for, you know, remastered graphics, but all they really do is just smooth out the pixels, and it just looks kind of ugly. Looks like someone rubbed Vaseline on the screen. Yes, I am still sleeping. Leave me alone. Five more minutes. School starts late today. The light! It burns! I was sleeping just fine until you woke me up, lady. I can't tell you, it seems like every RPG I played starts like this for whatever reason. It's like a Pokemon game. So I guess we should start with the controls, and one thing I've always found really interesting with a lot of these old adventure games is that a lot of them do still work really well with the D-pad, rather than only being able to move in 4 directions. You can move in 8. So you can still play this pretty comfortably with an analog stick. It doesn't feel awkward at all. Luca, lady. Her name is Luca. Okay, what's going on here? That was weird. I'll be back when I want to. Supposed to head to some festival. These are some pretty impressive graphics for the time, too. Yeah, definitely getting a clear idea of Akira Toriyama's art style. He oversaw the sprite work here, so it's no surprise it came out so well. Just gonna try to get around this girl. I think she's crazy. Good. Fine. Maybe if I stand right here. Steffi probably understands what I'm doing here. Maybe not. What are you doing, lady? There we go. No, I'm not okay. It's right there. Go get it. Fine, I'll get it. You have no idea, lady. Of course. Sure, why not? That animation is charming as hell. You know, his name is pronounced Chrono. Shouldn't there be an H in there? Alright, I was told to look around, so... I think there's a robot over here I can go fight. What's this? Oh. Hey! Now I'm hungry for bacon. Sup? I don't know why, but I'm reading this guy's dialogue in the voice of Macho Man Randy Savage. A neat little introduction to the combat system. So, Chrono Trigger uses what they refer to as an active battle system. So rather than the standard turn-based method, characters instead have an attack gauge that once it's filled up, that's when you can pick an attack to use. Outside of that, you still have techs and magic, stuff like that. Maybe I should explain it once I'm finished with this fight. Man, I'm about to die, aren't I? Well, I still won. That was a little unsatisfying, but whatever. So yeah, rather than the turn-based method, you have gauges that fill up, and once the gauge is filled, that's when you can initiate the attack. You can do special attacks with the single character, but there are also certain attacks that the characters will do in tandem, in which case you need both of their special gauges to be filled up at the same time. Enemies will also move around as you're attacking them, and if they're in the right position, you can do even more damage. So yeah, it's a decent system, though I kind of wish you could move your character around to, you know, avoid taking hits while you're waiting for your gauge to fill up. That just always felt really weird to me, and it's something that definitely bothered me when I played this several years ago. I did get used to it after a while, though. Huh. You know, I never realized that this music come from this game. What on earth is going on here? Oh, this is weird. Will you guys get out of the way? Sure, why not? Oh, what do you expect me to do? Just wander around? Well, that's what they're asking me to do, aren't they? Guess I just want to get a move on with things. I've only got an hour to play this. Wait, was that alien thing chasing a cat? Let's see what's in here. This should be weird. That guy out front lied to me. If you say so, old timer, if you say so. Ah, here we go. Let's go see what kind of wacky contraption Luca's got. Candy. Make it quick, we got stuff to do. It's about time. Hyperdimensional transporter. That doesn't sound like anything could go wrong. Well, it's nice that they aren't encapsulated. I guess we don't have to worry about a fly issue going on here. Yeah, good luck finding some poor sap to try. Hey, don't I get a say in this? Okay, hop into the left pod. Left makes an L with your thumb, so... this one. I guess not. Why is that sound getting louder? Ugh. You are not playing pinball with my molecules ever again. Hell no! I do not want to try it again. I'm leaving. I don't think it'll let me do that. What did you think of that? Sure, it worked twice, so it's science if it's repeatable, so go on ahead. Why do I get the feeling that this is going to end up being the call to action? Oh no, it's starting to sparkle. This can't be good. Oh no. Well, the magician never makes the assistant reappear, so... Well, I hope you guys figure it out. Fine. Why is it always me who has to save the day? So, wait a minute, how am I supposed to get back? I don't think we thought this plan through. Here we go again. Oh, that's trippy. Why do I suddenly want to watch A Space Odyssey? Uh-oh. What's with the butt heads? Well, they weren't worth much trouble. Okay, so the adventure begins. Where the hell are we? What am I saying? When are we? God, I hate that statement. These things look like, what's his name? Pilaf from Dragon Ball. That's one thing I do like about Chrono Trigger compared to other RPGs. You can actually see the enemies on the overworld. So battles aren't random, so you can avoid them if you want. But, you know, it is a 16-bit RPG, so you want to keep playing so you can build up your XP. And unfortunately, there are instances in this game where you are going to want to grind, which isn't a good thing in my book. That's part of why I put this game down the first time. I really hate grinding in RPGs. Just, I get the idea behind it. You train to get stronger so you can conquer the challenges ahead. But all it really amounts to is just fighting the same enemies over and over again until you level up. That's just dull gameplay if you ask me. The best RPGs I've played, well, so few, typically don't have grinding in them, so yeah, I don't see the point of it. There are ways around it. Want a good example of a game that gets around it? Check out Earthbound sometime. So yeah, the map here is definitely different now. And this is a big component of Chrono Trigger, the time travel. I mean, it's in the name. You go to several different time periods, and you'll actually have to manipulate the timeline in order to complete certain objectives in the game, which was really innovative for the time. It's actually funny to think that the team leaders were initially skeptical of doing a time travel storyline when they were coming up with ideas for the game. They thought it would lead to an overcomplicated story or that would be repetitive, but thankfully that ended up not being the case. Okay, so what do we got here? Okay, what I really need right now are probably some potions. So before I do that, get myself a better sword. And then I'll just max out my potions. Alright, let's get a move on. Alright, continuing on. Ah, great, these guys again. Did you just throw a rock at me? I'm gonna start calling that guy Krillin. You know what? I bought a new sword and I didn't equip it, did I? I should have sold that, my old sword, too. Oh, bugger. So I just got a message from Steffi. She's saying to me that in Earthbound, you do in fact have to do some grinding in that game. And you do, and I wasn't saying that there isn't any grinding in that game, Steffi. What I'm referring to are some of the systems they have in place to make it less monotonous. Like if you're at a certain level and the game calculates you have a 100% chance of winning the fight, rather than having to engage in the fight, you just skip it and you get the XP points. I feel like that's something that should be standard for all RPGs in general, but it's not because most developers don't want to go through the effort of programming that system into it. And I didn't equip my sword, did I? Remember to replenish my health, but did not remember to equip my sword. Stupid slime thingamabobber. Make me eat through my potions already. Now I'm gonna remember to switch out my sword now. Why'd I do that? Okay, that's kind of adorable. Helps me out though, it means there's only one target now. Or two targets, I guess. Made it through. Your mama. Don't know who that is. I'll make you guys eat those words. Go ahead, fight me, see what happens. Yeah, I'm not gonna bow. Oh, that laugh sounds familiar. I wonder who that could be. What's up, dude? Nah, I'm good. Nah, I don't need to go that way. I need to go this way. And Steffi, I know there's some goodies over there, but I want to show as much of the story as I can before the end of the stream tonight. What's up? Alright, fess up, lady. What's going on here? Not really. Gee, can't imagine why. Oh no. Now why is that? Well, the lighting's getting ominous, so I assume something bad's about to happen. Someone pick up the phone. Because I totally called that one. Well, I better get out of here before someone notices that the lady disappeared. Yep. You know, just for giggles, I'm gonna say yes, see what happens. I guess I probably should book it then. I don't think anyone's gonna believe if I told them I was lying. Oh hey, Luca, how'd you get here? I did, but now she's gone. Let's go home. What? You don't say. Yep. They call that a grandfather paradox, I think. It is a little strange how, after 3 generations, they all look the same somehow. I'm not sure that's how that works. Alright, butthead, I'm gonna find you and I'm gonna kick your butt. Stop sticking your tongue out at me. Yep, let's do it. Back into the woods. I do like that music, though. It's very soothing. Head over here. Ugh, man. Feels weird being in a church. Jinkies? That can only mean... Oh shit. Gungala! I forgot they had status effects and I didn't grab any potions for that. I think I'm going to use the text for this one. Doesn't have any text. Yeah, these things are tough. One goes down. She goes down too. I feel like Luca should do a sick gun twirl. Oh, now what? Excuse me, I didn't lower my guard. Yep. Yeah, sure. Doesn't bother me. Dude, the queen's that way. I like this frog. Frog will suffice. There's some good writing in this game, too. There's definitely a different vibe to Chrono Trigger than a lot of other RPGs at the time. I like the combination of mysticism, technology, swords, guns, all that stuff. Time travel is just a great fit for something like this. I love it. Alright, better heal. Come on. Would it be wrong if I gave the frog a French accent? What's in here? Oh, that'll help. What are these things supposed to be anyway? Gargoyles? Well, definitely leveling up the characters, that's good. Nothing wrong with getting potions. Ooh, treasure. Maiden suit, I have a feeling that's for Luca. I just do. Nega Bromide. One of us is a frog, thank you very much. Why would you pick that one? Ooh, nice. So yeah, I just learned Flame Whirl there. That's one of those attacks that requires both Luca and Chrono in order to use. So you need to have Both of them need to have full gauges in order to use that attack. Can I use that steel saber? I can. Guess I'll fight these guys. Probably should have used some potions before I did this. Yeah, you can sort of tell I'm not really an RPG player. I feel like I'm a little too gung-ho right now. Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes? I really hate snakes. Yeah, I'm wearing a disguise right now. These guys are stupid. That's great. You're right, that was a brilliant plan. Something tells me I should follow that guy. Hey, there's a princess right there. What's up, Toots? Oh great, Stockholm Syndrome. Alright. She's coming with me, so why don't you guys just, you know, stay out of the way. Oh, these guys are weird. Well, these guys are clearly faking it, so I'm just gonna go find the real princess. Yeah, you guys think you're being really clever, but I kind of figured that was the case. Well, they went down pretty easily. Slurp slash. That sounds gross. Alright. Howdy, boys! Wait, didn't I kill you guys already? Oh well, it's XP. Are those snakes wearing collars? More of them? These glaze again. Take her out before she uses that slow stuff on me. Alright, making progress. That's a save point right there. No need for that. At least not now. Ugh! Not sure if that was necessary or not. Now that thing certainly looks dopey, doesn't it? I better heal. I keep forgetting to do that. Glad I stocked up on potions, that's for sure. That's the one I was aiming for. Stupid bat. At least the bats go down with one hit. I'm sure Steffi has watched me play this and is just a little disgusted by how bad I am at it. I'm sure there's something I'm doing wrong here. Alright, what's this say? No entry within. Well, that's no fun. Sup? Ribbit, ribbit. I feel like I'm not saying a whole lot here. I don't think there's much for me to say on this right now. Stupid pack. Quick, let's get out of here. Just gonna walk past that guy. I don't feel like fighting him. At it, boys! Come on. I gotta think of something to say. I still got 4 more minutes left here. I may go a little bit longer tonight. There's a certain point I want to play to. I think I might make it. Iron Sword, is that better than what I have? Oh, I can't even use that. Maybe the frog can use it. Yes, he can, and that is better. Why do I all of a sudden want to play Castlevania? I just realized I didn't want to do that quite yet. I know what comes next, and I want to prepare a little bit. See if I can get around this bat. Yep. Ah. And that guy's still sleeping because he's incompetent. Gonna use this shelter here to fully restore my party. Alright, let's do this. Wait, not through there. Ah. Wait, can I get around him? Evidently not. You know, I was thinking to myself, those things remind me of something. You know what they remind me of? They remind me of Cannonball from Ben 10, if you guys remember that. You know, the one that would roll up into a cannonball. That was a good show from back in the day. I should have saved that shelter. It hasn't even been that long since I played this. Alright, if I recall, the first boss is behind this door, so... Alright, should be good. Not on my watch. Through the front door. Your security sucks. Is that so, old man? Huh. You know, that's kind of what I always imagined Trump's true form to look like. Would be nice if I could move out of the way when he does that instead of just taking hits. Whew, half my health bar, for crying out loud. Oh, Luca's probably down. Yep. Nah. I didn't mean to do that. Had set the auto there for a second. Ooh, not me. Man, I'm surprised that didn't kill Frog. That's bizarre. Oh, now he's dead. Jeez, man. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I thought for sure I was gonna die there. I died a couple of times on that boss fight when I played this earlier this week. I like that, degenerate. It's no problem. Not a problem. Alright, so it's time for our reward. Yeah, well, that's gonna come back to bite me in the butt, but I couldn't just leave him there. It's us having a conscience. I can't see anything bad coming from that. All right. Let's see if Meryl's back yet. Is that how you say her name, Meryl? Meryl? Marley? Ooh, sparkles. What happened to the dress? Huh. So, did she die? Or did she not exist to begin with? I shouldn't think about this. Time travel is going to give me a brain hemorrhage. I knew from the beginning. You didn't. I really do not care. I did. I would've. I did. Yep. Well, gotta admit, that was a pretty short RPG. Steffi's sending me another message. Marley is apparently how it's pronounced. And why isn't there a Y at the end of it? Yep. Yeah, it's best they not know what's going on here. Oh, sup, Toad? How is it your fault, dude? You know what? He has a kick-ass theme song, doesn't he? Okay, that was a really stupid character arc. Was there any dialogue I missed that established her fear of frogs before all this time travel business started? Ah, birds. I better just take them out. Wait, doesn't she have... No, she doesn't. I'm pretty sure it's not a good idea to pistol whip someone with a crossbow. Where did she even get that crossbow? Oh wait, she had it with her when we fought the robot at the start of the game. What am I thinking? Alright, stop at the inn, replenish my health. I was about to make a joke about them all sleeping in the same bed. I know people tend to ship a love triangle between these three characters. Oh, that's adorable. They're playing kickball. I'll just leave them to it. Ah! I'm almost to where I want to stop, you little buggers. And I guess Steffi is still watching me if she corrected me on how to pronounce Marley's name. Can you guess where I've decided to cut off the stream, Steph? Alright, let's get a move on. That's a good question. Luca? These three are just really charming characters. The characterization in this game is just excellent. You have no idea, lady. Alright, save the princess, mission accomplished. I guess that means the game is over. It's a pretty short RPG when you get down to it. Yeah, life and death situation. That's, that sounds like fun. That depends. When I get you to the castle, am I gonna get arrested for hanging out with the princess? Marley? Marley? I'm gonna take that as a yes. If I get arrested, I'm not gonna be happy. Into the woods again. Just want to get by, you little bugger. Ah! Are those things Tektites? They look like the enemy from Zelda. Stupid bird. Hey! Well, I guess Chrono can still say he's never hit a girl before in his life since he missed. I didn't kidnap anyone. She got herself into trouble. This is why you don't hang out with royalty. You know, you could probably still bolt out the back door there, dude. There's no guards behind you. You know what? I would be confused as to who to obey there, too. Like, for example, one of the rules in my house was always do what mom says, But there would be times when my dad would tell me to do something, I'm supposed to do what he says, but then my mom would tell me to do something else, and I wouldn't know who to listen to. It was very confusing. And here's one of the most iconic moments in the entire game. I would like to know my lawyer's credentials in case I need to get another one. Ooh, that's graphic. It was not premeditated. Yeah. Technically, it was her. She ran into me. That is not how that happened. Subdued the princess. We bumped into each other. I would like to move for a different prosecutor. This one is clearly biased. Never. What are you talking about? And who the hell is that? I didn't know that would happen. Okay, you guys got me there. There wasn't. Her fortune did tempt you, did it not? I'm gonna say no, but I feel like that question is a double negative. Not at all. Alright, why do I get the sense I'm gonna get a guilty verdict this time? Why are you guys cheering for that? This is ridiculous. Ah, this is actually better than the last time I played this part. Up yours, dude. Ended up being about the same now, actually. How did I help her flee from the castle? Not according to the recent Supreme Court. The animation of Chrono getting dragged away, that's great. Hold on now. Up yours, old man. Yes, question him. Do not trust authority figures. Alright, old man. You better lock yourself in a room, because when I get out of the cell, I'm coming to kick your butt before I leave. Alright, so the reason I wanted to play up to that point in the game is for a couple of reasons. For starters, that's just a really good piece of storytelling in regards to video game, especially for the time. And it also, it demonstrates one of the big innovations with Chrono Trigger, and that's the fact that the game has multiple endings, so the choices you make throughout the game actually do affect the outcome that you get at the end. So I was trying to manipulate certain things during the fair, but there were some things I also wasn't aware of, so I didn't know if I ate that food, that would be a mark against me. So I was trying to avoid the princess bumping into me, and I tried to talk to her before I went to pick up her pendants, because last time they said that was a sign of me wanting her well. So yeah, there's a lot of really cool moving parts with Chrono Trigger, and really it does come together to create something truly special. Again, while I might not be the biggest fan of this game, that really comes more to preference than anything. While this isn't a game I'm going to be revisiting every year or so like I do with a lot of my other favorite games, I still cannot help but recognize how good Chrono Trigger is. The story is great, the characters are excellent, the presentation is stellar, the music is fun. I'm not a huge fan of the battle system, but it is functional, and it is unique for the time, though. If you want to see how I think it could be improved, try Panzer Dragoon Saga. And it's also a really long adventure, too. I think you can get like 25 or 30 hours out of this game. And there's more replay value to be had going back in, experimenting with the different variables to get a different outcome. So, yeah, Chrono Trigger, highly recommended. Steffi has commented a few times on me playing the Steve version. She's still getting on me for picking this version. But again, I still think this is a perfectly viable way to play the game, but that's coming from someone who is uneducated on these things. But seriously, Square, why don't you have this up somewhere else? I mean, it can't be that hard to put it on PlayStation and Xbox. Or why don't you get with Nintendo? Put it on a Nintendo Switch Online service. I mean, for the love of life, son. I have money. I want to give it to you. I gave it to you so I could play this game, for crying out loud. I'd pay for it again. But anyway, that's going to do it for tonight, guys. Steffi, happy birthday. I hope you enjoyed the video tonight. If you enjoyed tonight's content, please be sure to like and subscribe. I do these videos every Saturday, typically at 8 o'clock. And what I do is I just pick a game and I play it for at least an hour. In the case of Chrono Trigger, I did decide to go a little bit longer because I really did want to show the trial scene. But usually I do cut off around an hour, regardless of the game I'm playing. This was just a special case. I do not play games from start to finish because I feel like you miss something if you aren't playing the game yourself, and the purpose of this YouTube channel is to encourage people to play the games themselves rather than watch me play them. Though if that's how you consume video game media, I completely understand. It's just, a method I disagree with. But that's going to do it for tonight, guys. I hope you all have a good work week and take care. Now,